Are your beliefs helping you create the future you want or destroying it? Hey, welcome back. Jeff Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me today. What I want to talk about today is limiting beliefs and the beliefs you have that are either destroying your future or are you having empowering beliefs that are helping you create a better future. But first of all, it's Monday, same thing we do every Monday. What are the goals that you have this week so that on Friday you can look back, say it's been a successful week, and 2, you're closer to your bigger goals. Now, if you're new here, thanks for joining us. We do this every week. We want to talk about these things. I want to hold you accountable so that on Friday when we look back, you can say that you did exactly that. You had a successful week and you're closer to your bigger goals. Now, if you don't have clearly defined written out goals, go to jeffhaggie.com/biggerfuture and you'll be able to go through a series there, a webinar that'll help you set those, really understand your goals and figure out how you're going to achieve them and understand your purpose and why behind each one. But send me an email, send me a DM, put it in the comments if you're watching or listening to this on social media. Do something that's going to hold you accountable, and then on Friday we're going to talk about it again. All right, I want to talk about your limiting beliefs. I want to talk about the power of beliefs, because really one of the things we talk about with people I'm coaching is when we're sitting there figuring out what their goals are. It's really easy to set goals, but do you really believe them? If you don't believe in the goal, you're going to have a really hard time achieving it. So we've got to be able to get to the point that we can set goals and really have a belief that we can achieve those things. And so those are the things that I want to talk to you about. Why do we have limiting beliefs? Well, a lot of times it comes from fear. And what fear does, it makes us shrink away from our goals. It makes us shrink away from doing the things that are going to get us closer to those goals. And it's not going to help us get to where we're going to try to get to. You know, I've talked about it in other episodes too, given fear over faith, which one do you give the power to? You can go listen to other episodes about that. I'm not going to get into that today. But fear is really something that's disempowering. It's something in the future that hasn't even happened yet. So why do you give so much power to it? So be willing to step out of your comfort zone. Be willing to take some risk, because that's what's going to get you to where you really want to be. So what I want you to do is I want you to start seeing things as they are, not worse than they are, because that's really where the fear comes from, is we see things turning out worse than they actually are. Start to see things how they really are and stop telling yourself the stories that are going to make it worse. We talk a lot about building confidence through self-talk. Well, as soon as you start having that self-talk that is destroying that confidence, it's negative, really try to interrupt it right there, change it to a positive, and I guarantee you will see a difference. And then start seeing things better than they are. Start seeing the things that how they could be. You know, you've got 2 choices. You can see it how it is, how it could be, or worse than it is. I guess 3 choices there. But start seeing things better than they are, and then start working to make it that way. That's really how you're going to do it. So one of the challenges with limiting beliefs is we have them, and how do we overcome them? So first of all, just like your self-talk, what I was saying, as soon as you start having those limiting beliefs, you've got to change that conversation in your head. A lot of the times I've talked about it in other times in episodes and different talks I've done with your self-talk. It's most of our self-talk is just actually answering and asking questions in our mind. And so if we can change the habitual questions that we're asking in our mind, we can change that self-talk and make it more positive and make it more empowering. So with your limiting beliefs, as soon as you recognize that you're having that conversation in your head, stop it. But you've got to replace it with something. So make sure you're replacing it with an empowering belief. But another thing to do is actually sit down and let's identify your limiting beliefs. What are the limiting beliefs that are holding you back? Sit down and write out each one. Let's say, for example, one of your limiting beliefs is, I can't sell. Well, write that out and then change it to an empowering belief. What could you change that belief to so that when you have that limiting belief, you can actually have something ready that you can replace it with? You might be able to say, my empowering belief is that I'm ethically persuading people to take action on something that could be a very positive and big change in their life. So look at those things, how you could change your current limiting belief to something that's going to be more powerful. And then when you have those thoughts, you're going to have something ready to replace it with. All right. Thanks for being with me. We are starting the new group coaching program this week. Still got a few spots in there. Go to jeffheggie.com/group coaching to find out more. Love to get you in there. All right, thanks, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hey, athletes and parents of athletes. So much time, money, and effort is put into the physical aspect of your sport to become the best you can be. But the mental game, it's often neglected, and it's just as important as the physical game. In fact, it's usually the differentiator between the good and the great athletes. Come and join me in the Confident Athlete program where you'll learn to control your confidence, develop a powerful mindset, and unlock your full potential. Go to jeffheggie.com/confident athlete to find out more. I look forward to seeing you there. Hey, some of you may know this, but in addition to my coaching, I've recently joined Geneva Financial Home Loans, a mortgage lender headquartered in Chandler, Arizona, as a mortgage loan originator. I've always had a passion for serving others, and now I'm proud to also be a part of Home Loans Powered by Humans. If you're in the state of Arizona and looking to take the next step in your journey, contact me at 801-830-3858 to start the conversation. NMLS number 42056, BK number 0910215, Equal Opportunity Lender.